We received the Brentano Framework Collection and we couldn't help, or resist rather, showing you guys a little preview. And if you want a more complete presentation, you can DM us and we'll get a mini box out to you. It's a very small box, like a little bit bigger than a shoe box, maybe like a boot shoe box. And it has all the patterns in it and little bitty mini swatches of it, and you can send it back things that you don't want. So it's a perfect way to see the collection if you can't see me, but I'm perfectly willing to come see you with a mask on, or you can come see us here too. First up, as part of this collection, I'll interject a few little things throughout about what it's about. This was done in collaboration with Gensler as product design consultant, and it really is all about that Brentano mantra of beauty and performance. And up first with that performance quality, we have a bleach cleanable performance fabric that's a matte lisé. It has a stunning color palette that has a little bit of primary colors, but what you really see are these beautiful pastel hues and this lovely matte lisé kind of creamy white that's melting into it and creating a lot of texture and warmth. Next up, perfect timing for fall, we have Snuggle. This wooden pencil color is perfect, and the close-up really helps see that texture. It just feels like something you want to snuggle up in. Perfect name there. Again, some of those primary colors, we have these hues of pastel, and the palette works together beautifully. Like you could use these patterns interchangeably. Next up, we have Freehand. So Freehand is a wool, acrylic, polyester. We can add that wonderful Brentano branded tri-resistant finish to it. And it's got this, again, like kind of woody colors, and then you have these hues of pastel. This guy has kind of some orange nutty tones to it with the purple and lavender in there as well. Next up, we have an FR drapery. This is called Hint, and this particular colorway is London Fog, and like, doesn't that just look like London Fog? I love the way this guy drapes. Next pattern, this stunning, it's called Scene. I think this guy would create quite a scene. Be just so beautiful, upholstered on a huge sofa. And the color palette, again, lots of choices. You don't always have a lot of choices with this type of plaid pattern, but this guy has all the things that you would expect, and then maybe some unexpected things too. Next up, we have Chatter. This is a performance fabric. It's bleach cleanable, and if you felt this, you would never think this was a bleach cleanable fabric. It has the most wonderful hand. It's not crispy at all. Similar color palette, again, complementing the color palette that Brentano has created for this collection. All works really, really well together. Here's another performance bleach cleanable fabric. I can't believe this is bleach cleanable. The hand on this, you guys, is amazing. You will love it. It just feels incredible. I would love a sofa out of this. There's that color palette again. Look at this blue, especially with that cream yarn inside of it. This almost just looks like it was hand knitted. It's so perfect. Here we have an indoor-outdoor fabric. There's a few in this collection. This one's called Fuse. Again, that London Fog colorway. It's solution dyed FR poly, and it's got a lot of colors. Here we have another bleach cleanable option. For this lead fabric, we're showing you the lavender. I think it's really helpful to see this lavender. This is called Intuition. And you don't always see lavender. I think this one was just done so very well. Next up, we have Insight, another bleach cleanable fabric. This one, I believe, is part of that wall panel collection. I think I mentioned that in the beginning, that a few of these Brentanos, or a few Brentano textiles from this collection are going to be wall panel application. And there's that color palette. Here we have Tune. This is another performance bleach cleanable fabric. Lots of colors. Next up, we're moving kind of fast because we didn't want you guys to get bored. We just want to do a little preview of the collection. Another indoor-outdoor, and I really love that Brentano chose to do an indoor-outdoor that I call a warm weather, or I'm sorry, a cold weather indoor-outdoor. You don't always see those. This color palette is exquisite. I totally see this in a snowy lodge, snuggling up during ski season with the Snuggle as my blanket. It's like this whole collection, I'm making a whole scene for myself out of it. Duet, indoor-outdoor. And then that similar kind of warm or cold weather color palette. Look at this orange with that gray in it. Isn't that stunning? Lots of depth and dimension in these color palettes. The next textile that we have to show you is Trace. Look at this little herringbone. It's kind of modern with its coloration, and that coloration repeats itself throughout the entire palette, as you can see here. Especially like this red and this orange, you don't expect seeing within that lighter tone of the herringbone, the pink and the teal, but isn't that cool? Especially within the gray and the green. We have another matelassé performance fabric, similar to that query that we looked at in the original first part of the presentation. This is called Sequence. Again, it does not feel like a performance fabric. It's very heavy and very soft. The hand is just really nice. And there are the colors. The last one in that matelassé option, it's kind of stuck on here. We have Plot. This has been a popular fabric. It's performance, it's bleach cleanable. There you see it in that blue colorway with this gray, gives it a lot of texture and dimension. And then there's that color palette. So we know you guys are gonna find a lot of ways to use this collection, and we can't wait to see how you use it. We have samples coming to the studio very soon, but if you saw something that you like now, feel free to message me and kind of describe it a little bit, and we'll get the samples ordered from Brentano. And thanks for listening.